What I'll probably end up doing is piecing this video together between today and tomorrow. Today is actually still June 2nd. This is Monday, June 2nd. So this is technically still, I uploaded yesterday's video or today's video. This is future me eventually. Day 14, I've already uploaded that. But as I was sitting here checking out another one of the videos that I was working on another channel, I was testing out a few different things. I've tried to maintain consistency on this channel, not just from uploading daily, but continuously maintaining consistency of how we create these videos. And there was a YouTube channel. So I think it was a recent subscriber to the channel, and I checked out his video, and it was Aaron Reactivated. And I checked out one of Aaron's videos doing his thing. And, it was use this chat GPT trick to make videos people want to watch. This is a very important topic. I actually discussed it over on Patreon. I discussed it on School. Pick whichever one you want. They're going to mirror each other. And as members, you'll have access to these videos and these insights to hopefully help you do your thing. Hopefully help you make your content, tell your story, create your channel, build your brand, make your business, and make money or whatever it is you want. And so this chart that I'm going to show you guys is actually from right now. I'll get another updated chart tomorrow just to see how it looks from now to then. But what's most important is, I think, the consistency of the message here, the consistency of the strategy and the style and the format, and also just allowing each video to be its own video and do whatever it's going to do. And I highly encourage you folks to go check out the video on Patreon and or School, whichever one you pick, whichever one you choose and decide, because it explains that, I think, a little bit better. I think a whole lot better, actually, with a lot of visual aids and proof and examples and tips and suggestions to get started. So I just keep making the videos. I keep sharing with you. I keep thinking to myself, not what do I think people want to see or what will the algorithm push, but more so, what do I want you to know? And I want you to know that it actually gets easier over time. Key word being time. So this video that I put up the other day, which I honestly thought was going to do really good, and it actually started strong out the gate. I think it was a 1 of 10, then subsided. And now we see here this, parabolic shift on the impressions and reach as far as views going up. And it may be another one of the better performers on the channel, with, at the time now, currently only having 205 subscribers. So what's most important here is just continuously staying true to the message and the mission and the objective of this channel, which is ultimately for me. And I think maybe that might be the easiest way to describe it, is because this is for me as a reminder. It's an outlet for me. It's a way for me to look back and what's the word I'm looking for? Reflect on thoughts and opinions and strategy and, statements and things that I've said before. So I just share it with YouTube for the possibility that it could help other people, which I think it has, or at least it will. I'm pretty sure about that. And so just stick with it. Just stick with it. Granted, consistency isn't the only answer, because if you're sticking with something that isn't working, well, then odds are it will continue not to work. But I would say that we have ample proof so far now, soon to be day 15. We're still early in on this journey for which I've given myself 6 months time to accomplish this $10,000 task, this $10,000 business growth. I've given myself that time. And even before that, we're looking at not 6 months, but we're looking at like another day 42 would be when we would hope to be monetized. We'll see how close we get to that. I'm not pushing it. I'm just basing it on what I see in the trends, and if I stay consistent, then odds are maybe we'll get there. Maybe we'll be there. I will say that if we're not, then we're just going to keep going. But I can assure you that we'll probably be closer then having stayed consistent than not. Does that make sense? So I just want to let you guys know that it gets easier over time. It actually gets easier the more you do it, especially for me. I'm just speaking for me from a perspective of I've got other channels with other objectives and other strategies, and I have to actually like divide up my mind and my time to make sure that I'm allocating the correct strategy and message and mission to each channel. This one actually being the easiest because this is the most me channel I have besides my car channel, but this is actually a channel I post on every day. And my car channel, I haven't made a video in like a week and a half, maybe two. I may soon, because I think I'm dropping it off on Friday to get it wrapped full PPF, full clear PPF. But besides that, it's just a fun channel. It's a back burner. I'm actually still waiting on it to get monetized, and I'll keep you guys informed on how that goes. I resubmitted again this morning. I added some tax information. We'll see if they accept it. But it does get easier over time, and I can promise you, like, from my own personal experience from day one to now, it just gets easier and easier and easier because it's what do I want to tell you? And there's so much I want to tell you. Hell, I didn't even know I wanted to tell you this until I saw the damn chart. And it's just that easy. It's just, what do you want to share? What do you want everybody to know? All secrets aside, all sales pitches aside, all motives and, agenda aside, what do you just want people to know? What do you want yourself to know? Or better yet, remember or be reminded of tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. Think about your journey. When you reach your success, which I'm sure you will, you could point back to every video that you made leading up to it to help someone else reach their success. And if you're building a business out of it, then it keeps you efficient and not having to tell the same story over and over again, because you can be like, well, just watch this video. And there's your answer. That should help you. Better yet, because it's what you want to tell people and you're titling it for exactly that, minus the clickbait, minus the sensationalism, minus the exaggeration, minus the, whatever you want to do. It's going to make it easier for you to find that video in the future to say, yep, that's the one. You need to watch that video. Check it out. And so there's that. It seems like a foreign concept. Trust me, I know. But based on what I'm seeing on this channel, it's an effective concept. Okay. On other channels, it's not so effective, but those channels are also kind of established, set in their ways. And so is my mind when it comes time to press record or go live on them. I'm working on improving that to kind of meld over the same philosophy and strategy here on those channels. But the tough part about that is not duplicating this channel over there or on the others. I don't want to do that. I want every channel to be its own independent niche category. So here's a little creator tip. When you watch YouTube Creator Insider Tips or Renee Ritchie or any of these, big YouTubers, and they may even recommend you start a new channel, I don't think that they really mean start a new channel because of the algorithm. Although it will start fresh in the algorithm, I think it's more of a mental refresh because you feel like you're talking to a completely new audience. And day one, you're actually talking to nobody. You're just talking to your camera. But key, as Nate Black said on one of his first videos after leaving Channel Makers and starting his own, was talk to the audience that you already have. Don't wait for them to show up. They will be there. And that's essentially what I'm doing. But I guess it's easier for me because I'm considering myself to be my audience. And therefore, people who think like me or act like me or have similar interests and goals and ambition like me, then there's my audience. That could be an audience of 0. Could be an audience of 1. Myself, it could be an audience of 205. It could be an audience of who knows how many down the road. And so you just talk to that audience, period, plain and simple. But if you start a new channel, you'll start from scratch and start fresh. And it is a psychological mind game. I don't know how to explain it, but it definitely does feel different. And I would say, and based on this channel, I would say by day 5 or 6 or 7, and I think it actually in the video, if you look back, you'll see it kind of just clicks. And I'm like, this feels good. this feels real good. And I can't wait to talk to you guys again the next day. And in fact, there's so much more I want to tell you. I posted on Patreon and I posted on school so that I can get it out to you faster without having to wait till the next day or having to type all these notes and then read them back to you later. So it gets easier. Now, as I said, this could potentially end up being a business for you. Maybe you sell your previous videos as a membership, and I can show you guys how to do that. You create a course by compiling these videos and then packaging them and, going that route. And I will tell you guys this, it gets easier as the more you do it. I said that the other day. I asked what gets easier, and the answer was anything you do, the longer you do it, it gets easier, especially if you're mentally working on it and trying to improve and it get easier. And so, it's like if you play golf or if you shoot basketball or anything you do, it's a muscle memory so that it gets easier over time the longer you do it. And the key is you want to practice good form so that the muscle memory you retain is actually going to be effective in you shooting the lowest score, making the most shots, and having the highest field goal percentage. So it gets easier as you do it. That may be a part of the title for this video. I don't have a title for this one. Normally I have a title, but this one I just really wanted to share this information with you. And I'm going to give you two more examples of how it gets easier. So my car, we financed the car, got a good rate from credit union. And I was actually shocked and surprised because it's the most expensive vehicle I've ever financed. And I think the finance was like $119,000 and some change. And so, as it was explained to me when I was younger, is that your automotive credit is based on your previous automotive credit. Your first auto loan is going to be probably challenging to get. And if you guys want to talk more about life, money, finance, credit, business, or whatever, come holler at me. If you want to go personal, you can email, you can text me, or you can just jump over to Patreon or school, ask away, send me a DM. It don't matter. I'm always checking. I'm always replying. So the way it was explained to me was your credit is based on your previous credit. So regardless of your credit score and or your income, which granted, depending on your income and your credit score, you probably would just buy the car cash. But, essentially getting a loan for $20,000, $25,000 when that was actually a price of a good car, not so much anymore today, was, challenging, but doable. But basically the banks would allow you, the financing would allow you 50% over that as long as you were in good standing. So if you first loan was 20 grand, then your next loan could be 30 grand. You are good on that, then your next loan could be 45 grand. Then your next loan after that, I'm trying to do the math in my head, that'd be 22 and a half. So that'd be 67,500. And then you keep going from there. 50% of your highest loan ever would be your step up, your step up, your step up. Now, granted, I do think that because of inflation, because of what we experienced over the last 4 or 5 years, it kind of accelerated that jump and increase as car prices went up tremendously faster, accelerated exponentially than they were typically. But I think at the end of the day, the reason why it was also so easy for us to get the loan for $119,000+ on a vehicle was because it just gets easier over time because our vehicles kept getting more expensive that we were financing and paying off, and our credit went up and our income went up and it just got easier. So there's that. The reason why I bring that up is because if you choose to take this YouTube social media brand building business further and you want to sell a course, well, odds are you're probably going to feel some type of way, or even memberships, you're probably going to feel some type of way in the beginning and not want to charge a lot of money. But here's the thing, it gets easier as you do it. You create a course, you create a membership, and you charge $1, and some people pay for it. Next time you charge $5 and people pay for it. Next time you charge $20 and people pay for it, and it goes up and up and up. Now, granted, in theory, you're going to continuously provide more and more value with the increased price of the membership, but it will become easier for you to do it and feel confident by offering it, and easy for you to convert on it when that time comes. I don't want to exclude anybody. As I've told you guys before, I've been down the road. I've tried a lot of different things. And even if it's an adult website or like OnlyFans or something like that, similar strategies apply. And if you want to talk about that and you want help with that, regardless, I think that if you're going to go that route, the bare minimum you should make is $10,000 a month. But it's relatively easy to do based on the industry and the typical mindset of the client. Super simple, super easy. There's that. So guys and or gals, as I'm seeing now, I think we're at like 5% female viewership for the audience in analytics. Still waiting on YouTube to give me a channel or other channels and other videos my audience watches. But I would say that the videos, suggesting the videos that we are creating, publishing here, and the conversations we're having are definitely on the right track for the type of audience that I would like to be associated with. There you have it, folks. Longer video than I had planned, sitting here just rehashing it and just spewing all of this out of my mind to you guys. So if I have any more between now and tomorrow, I'll be sure to add it to the video. Otherwise, this will be day 15.